Good evening, Bios Cosmos Church. The reason why I have decided to stream on this channel instead of the other one is because I'm tired of. I kind of got a little bit tired of people just busting up in our live streams as if they belong there and listening to our private meeting. I mean, it's a private meeting. Come on, they just bust in there. Have you ever used the public bathroom and somebody peeked between the stall door at you? Yeah, well, that's how I feel when I'm in my meeting with my staff and people just come in there and I just see a tiny number one pop up at the corner and nobody says anything in the chat. And I'm there asking and then they just leave. It's like, oh, he caught me. Let me get out of here. Feel like they just were in there just for the sake of violating my privacy. Even though YouTube's a public channel, BIOS is a public church, people are welcome anytime, but when they're just there just to peep in and not contribute, it's just, come on, it's just weird. That's just weird. So now take a look at this. I am disappointed that the quote didn't get signed today. I am. I'm a little disheartened. I'm a little saddened. You know why? Because I was really excited. But when I saw all the faults in the act, I just said, not today. Not today. Maybe another day, but please, not today. I had to because we could not sign the NCWO Act and cause chaos on the inside of our church. So I just decided I wasn't going to sign it. And I wasn't going to go public about not signing it. So I am disappointed. A new date where I'm supposed to sign it has yet to be scheduled. So, yeah, it's a little disheartening. I was hoping it would get signed and you'd have a new church world order. Probably one of the first churches to unify and do something like that together. But we really need to unify as a church. And one thing I've been wanting to bring to your attention is these departments, they're so divided. How can we undivide the departments? Because the youth department and the youth department and the adult department has done a good job of doing this. We have the transitional adults, which is the young adults unit, which have done very well because, of course, we know that there are two ages where there is no official age except the legal age of adulthood in BIOS back Cosmos Church, which is 15. But we all know that you get removed from the youth department at 26. So how are you considered an adult at 15 but removed from the youth department at 26? Well, of course, if you're autistic, completely autistic, you do not have to transition. Because, see, the departments are based on educational level rather than spiritual educational level rather than age. There's your answer you've been waiting for. We threw out the age system at Bios Cosmos Church. So you're probably wondering, why are the lines of adulthood so thin? When do you become a man? When does the church see me as, well, it's not about becoming a man. Believe it or not, spiritually, you become a man the day you go into priesthood, the day you are ready to go into ministry. And I mean full-time ministry. Not priesthood. Priesthood is one of them. But I mean a spiritual man. You become a spiritual man the day you go into, and I mean into ministry, you're on your own in ministry. We have no boundaries on the physical. We do not regulate the physical. We do not have authority over the physical. So that's why we allow people to change their ages, flaunt their ages all day. You know why? Because it really doesn't matter. When you're in your everlasting heavenly bodies, if you don't like the way your face looks, you can just change it. Your arm, my arm is too long. Make it shorter. Oh, I'm too short. Grow taller. Oh, I'm too tall. Grow shorter. Oh, my skin is too light. Get darker. You could do that in your everlasting bodies. The Bible says you can look however you want to look. You want to look like somebody. Oh, well, this person never knew me at 96. They only knew me at 50. So now, oh, look the way I look when I was 50. Oh, but this person never was born when I was 70 and they never knew me till I was 80. Look the way I was looking at 80. Now they're both standing in front of you. Now you're going to manifest yourself so that to this person, you look the way you look when you were 50. To that person, you're going to look the way you will look when you were 80. At the exact same moment in time. You can do that with your everlasting body, you know. Jesus does it. God does it. The angels does it. Gabriel does it. Bios gives you the power not to change your bodies, but to change your paper documents. Piece of what's written on a piece of paper doesn't matter, because it's all spiritual. It's a spiritual realm we're dealing with here. So don't think it's we're trying to change the earth's laws or anything, or the earth's, no. It's all spiritual. Matter of fact, the quote Acts speaks on this. Because we are so widely a worldwide denomination, we are not allowed to be influenced by the world, nor shall we try to influence the world outside of the spiritual realm. So that means things that are of the world shall stay of the world and stay out of the church. So things that were created by the world should remain out of the church. Now this kind of brings us back to our issue here. The only thing that we're allowed to bring up is we are the only time we're allowed to come close to that, and the Core Act specifically states this. We're only allowed to bring in flags from friendly countries. So you see how deeply this goes. Nothing more than that. So the fact that it says we're only allowed to do that, it's literally telling me that we're not allowed to do anything but that, meaning that anything else, according to the Nicole Act, we're not going to be able to have in this campus because we don't want to upset anybody. So you see, we have to stick to religion. We're not allowed to discuss politics. We're not allowed to no. Yeah, yes, Paul, you're absolutely right. Yeah, we're not allowed to discuss politics. We're not allowed to discuss current events. Not too current because while they're current, things are ever changing. So now people go watch the old videos and see what's going on. They have to be at least a month old. So things like that we cannot discuss in church because we don't want people to get upset. And if we do discuss these things, like I said, they have they have to be a month old. And then in addition, get this. We can't be too specific and we have to stay neutral. Can't give too many details. Because like I said, we have to be world friendly. And then when we're discussing things, no country is foreign. Because like I said, they're not of the world. We're just on it. From now on, we're on the earth. We're just on the earth. Not a part of it, we're on it. So we're just riding the globe. It's just to us, it's just a bus. So we're on it. We exist here. We're just on it. Our job is to teach people and then go back home. This is not home for us. Not until God cleans it up. So we're just on it. Like I said, we're not going to go back to heaven and stay there forever. God is going to bring us right back here. So, but God hasn't built what we're building here yet. So we're in the footprint of what's coming. But remember, this is where we're supposed to be. So all those people looking for other planets to build Earth, to move to what, to want to move to other planets, they're going to miss the New Jerusalem. They don't need to worry about that because God isn't going to let anything derail his plan. As a matter of fact, all those people who wants to build spacecraft to take them to another planet, it's probably going to be private company because remember, during the 1,000-year reign, there won't be any government but Christ, only Christ's government. So therefore, only Christ will be here, and after that, then the devil will be loosed, but not in his original form, but he'll be given all power except to actually perform miracles. He'll be given all evil power. So we have to keep in mind of these coming events and run our church in the according that we have to save and let the public know Every day I rehearse this message. Every day I get it rehearsed to myself that this is what's going on here. This is what's coming to us. Every day. We have to keep it in our minds that this is what's going to happen one day. And that we need to get as many people to Christ now while we can. And BIOS needs to grow as soon as possible. It needs to grow. We need the growth. I don't know. We should probably do something so that we can focus primarily on ministry. We need to get that way because right now focusing, because if I can only tell you how much of our time is being stolen away by paperwork, 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 paperwork. If I can only tell you how much of our time is being stolen away by paperwork. That's all I need to tell you. How much of our time is being stolen by paperwork? Because while we're here doing paperwork and pushing pencils, we could be out there helping people. Did you know that? We could be out there helping people. So here's what I suggest. That we have a help desk. Some kind of a help desk where we can connect with people and some way, somehow teach them. I don't know, but teach them, and it just you don't have to save it because this is private. So we're gonna just have it open, and it can stay open for as long as possible. We can just keep working in the background. We can even just have it up first thing in the morning. If we know we're gonna be in here for a long period of time, just have it up, have it open. This way, if anybody enters the room, we can type, we can enter it, or anything like that. Because we need to do something for public outreach. We need to put the church out there, brand the church somehow. I don't know if we're going to be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I don't know which one we're going to be on. All I know is we need to have some kind of stream service where people, and then we need to have a separate one for our youth too. Because the youth department is going, if the youth departments fall, that's the pillars of the church. Remember, it's not the main part of the church, but it's the pillars. Because remember, the youth department brings in people. It's not stable, but it sure does circulate. And each time around comes, we get more permanent people. And then they leave, another round come, bring in more permanent people. So 5 kids come, then 5 parents join, then the 5 kids leave, And then the five more kids come, then five parents do it, and five kids leave. So now we have no kids. And then how many parents do we still have? 10. And then say five kids join. No parents this time. Now we have five kids, 10 parents. So far, 15 kids have passed through our hands now. But yet still, we have five kids, 10 parents. So you see how the youth department is bustling with activity more than the rest of the church, because we have it busier, bigger, built up more than the rest of the church. But then the rest of the church have more members because people who are older are more likely to stay in churches. Kids get tired of things. Once they're tired of it, they're going to move on. Older people, they wait for a reason. They need a reason. They have to justify why are they moving on. They have to get there. God has to call them out. God has to call me out. I'm not moving from this spot until God tell me to do so. Until then, I'm staying here. So, you tell me something any different, I'll believe you. But still, we have to do something with this NCWO Act. Get it under control. Get people's tongues tamed, and then we can prosper as a church. Have a good day. May God bless.